we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Kevin, he was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 1st and 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And all the way inside. inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
He is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 36, Wilson, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. A good pickup there at 22. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A try for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run forward Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. Spins away, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Check your hot read. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Run for Pollard. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 21-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's good.
A 5-yard 2-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
For the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches in.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a dump off here complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
This is caught at the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 36-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And that'll make it 13-7.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 13, Buccaneers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On first down, Hurts. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
the tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that into...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Broncos 21. Buccaneers.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Buccaneers 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 19, Tiger, 19.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Jalen Richard on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check right, 27. Check right, 27. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Too quick, too quick. 27.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Again, Wilson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, his throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give here to Pollard. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
On first down, Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Able to shake him off.
Today's final.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.